We're in the process of converting Rango, our Land Rover Defender, into our dream expedition camper. Over the past few weeks, we've stripped it down to metal, cleaned, inspected and made repairs, even testing for leaks along the way. Now we're finally at a stage where we can move forward with sound deadening and insulation. So stick around, and if you're not already, hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey. Out and all ready to get insulating and sound deadening. Now we have chosen to go with Dodo Mat for this camper expedition rig. Now we've never actually used Dodo Mat stuff before, and we have done 2 previous camper builds and they have been insulated to a T, to be honest. We've had no issues with them. However, for this camper, because we are taking it to some of the extremes, we decided let's give Dodo Mat a go because we have seen it everywhere. Lots of van and camper builders have been using it, so we decided to give it a go. Now we popped an inquiry in, although they've got loads of information online, just to get a bit of technical advice and feedback on what we should be using, and their team was super helpful. So we've got a range of materials that we've ordered from Dodo Mat, and I thought I'd just take a few seconds to talk you through. I've just realised how crazy my hair is, but yeah, anyway, let's carry on. So we've got this stuff, which is the insulation. Then we have got a load of sound deadening stuff as well. So we've got this stuff, which was pretty expensive. I don't know if you can see, they're super heavy boxes, so I'm not lifting that up. But this is for sound deadening and vibration control. This is the slightly cheaper stuff of this, which again is sound deadening. And then we've got another box underneath here, which was super expensive. But obviously, one of the main reasons why we went for Dodo Mat and spent a fair bit of money on insulation and sound deadening is because the Land Rovers are notoriously known for being a very loud drive, and we are going to be driving this a lot, so we want it to be super comfortable. But yeah, we're excited to see how this performs, so let's just get stuck into it.
So just on the sound deadening, most vehicles they recommend a 50% coverage. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah. But on the Land Rovers, because they're that bad, they recommend 100% coverage on your sound deadening, especially on the floors. So
we'll see how we get on. I think we've got, I hope we've ordered plenty.
I'll be disappointed if we haven't.
Yeah, because yeah, I'm excited to see the difference. So I think without further ado, let's just get stuck in. Okay, so we've got the insulation out. So I'm going to be starting off with this sound deadening and vibration control stuff. Now it actually looks very user DIY friendly. So it looks like, this is what it looks like up close. Feels very quality, and it's just sticky back. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be starting on this floor. I'm just going to get sticking the sheets down really. So let's get to it. Alright, so I've got like the first row in, and I thought I'd show you it. Now it's actually pretty easy to use. Sticks pretty well as well, so let's show you. So here we go. This is like the first row in. So I guess just carry on. So yeah, looks pretty good. It's easy to cut, so you can do the whole truck bed. And yeah, so let's just finish it off, I think. So we started sound deadening to start with. So we've done all this bed, which is coming together nicely, and then started sound deadening on the walls and on the back door panel as well. So we're going to pick this job up in the morning. So for now, let's get tidied up. Good morning. So it is another beautiful day. So we are heading out to Rango, the landy, and we are continuing to get it sound deadened and insulated today. So hopefully we make some really good progress with that. So let's just jump straight in and get to it. We are officially at the point in the landing where it's a shoes off kind of job, which is nice, feels like progress. Just using the heat gun to slightly warm up the surfaces and the material because it's quite cold today, so it's just making the adhesion a little bit better, but it's all going well. Back is all sound deadened now. We're just starting to sound deaden the front. So I've just got a few, Brandon's actually done a fair bit of it already, but we've just got a bit behind where the seats will go, and then we've got to get all this bit done as well. So let's get stuck into it. So for the bulk of the sound deadening, we're using this stuff, and now we've used it a little bit, we kind of know what it's like and how it works. So a few things, it is pretty easy to cut down. Show you here. So we've managed to cut it into shapes. It cuts really easy. It's nice, easy, quick, sticky back. The sticky back is pretty good. However, when it's a bit cold or if your surface is not quite clean, then it doesn't actually adhere that well. But we've been getting on a bit better with the heat gun, and that's helped it adhere a lot better. So yeah, let's carry on sound deadening. So I don't know if you can see behind me, but I'm just chopping the sound deadening stuff into quite small pieces and just doing it into random chunks wherever I can on this panel, avoiding all the screw holes so that when we put it back together we can easily just screw back into the original holes. But yeah, just covering it up as best I can in lots of little pieces to prevent some of that vibration and noise coming through. So as you can see, there's a full-on, really good coverage of sound deadening, or dead as a dodo, as Dodo Mat say, which is the company we bought the stuff off. And then if we come into the back, let's show you what we have going on. So we've sanded in the boxes, popped a few on the back here on the bulkhead. We've done all the sides here, on the wall, on the floor. We had some stuff, this stuff left over, so we've just stuck it down the centre of this panel here and here. Now on the roof, that piece is coming off a little bit. Must have got caught in the breeze, but we've just put sheets in the middle of the cheaper stuff because we didn't want to spend loads of money because it is coming off soon, so we didn't see the point in wasting the money there. Then also done the back door as well. So we have noise deadened as much as we possibly could, and the sound already is significantly better. Obviously there's nothing in here at the minute, and it used to be very, very echoey, which is not anymore. It's very, very muffled, which is a good thing. The next steps with this camper build are to get it insulated, because we are going to be taking this to some extreme weather places, hopefully. So I think we should just cut to some shots of the sound deadening, and then we will catch up with you when we get around to insulating. Okay, so now it is time to get insulating. So, Brandon, take it away.
So for the insulation, we're using two main types. We have the Dodo Mat Superliner,
which is this, and we've got it on a roll. And I don't know if you can see, it's like a peel sticky back, and then it's like this foamy stuff. We've never used this insulation before, even though we've done a few van builds, but I'm excited to give it a go. So this is going to go on the wheel arches and the sides of the Defender.
Then we have the traditional PIR. We've always used this and it's always worked really well. This will be used on the main open panels that we've got. And then we also have the Dodo Mat Barrier Pro. So this is a sound deadener and an insulator all in one.
That's it. This is super heavy, and it's got like this thick rubber and then the foam. So it feels like pretty good stuff.
Insulation down, and we've got a slight problem. This gas strut is fouling on the floor, so I'm going to try and spin it around and hopefully gain a little bit of extra clearance. So now that we're insulated, we're going to get the wooden floor down. That is pretty much it. So we're going to measure and cut a piece of plywood that will do our floor. Let's go.
In sin so long, all the fields are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go! All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. You seem to easily.
Let's that's it.
Yeah. It's gonna be a tight fit.
Ain't gonna be easy, is it? Give it a shove. Put a little bit of weight on it. A little bit more. I think that's it. Oh, a little bit more.
Yeah, still. Actually, from here it feels like it's slowly coming together. Slightly caught the insulation, but we've actually got some spare, so that's just a little chunk. I'll just take that off and repair it. Looks good from here. Okay, so just a quick point. So we are all now insulated apart from the roof. So we haven't paid much attention to the roof as we're going to be taking it off to put an alley cab on at a later date. However, everywhere else is now insulated, which we are happy with. As you can see on the back, we've got a little bit of insulation in the roof. We are putting some other insulation on the roof. It's a less expensive option, so it's a bit of a cheaper material. Still really good. We've used this in previous van builds, so we know it's pretty good. It's just not as expensive. So when we come to kind of finish and build out the roof, we'll pop some of that in there, and then that'll just come out once we change it over. We've still got access to all the screws. I know that was a concern in some of our other videos, but we've still got access to all of those, the bolts that take the roof on and off, so we can easily come back to it at a later date. So other than that, it's pretty good. We can move on now to the next thing.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone.
So this is the sound deadening stuff, and then the sound deadening under here, and then this is the insulation. Also, and move some of this junk, insulated in the box.
Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time.
So I'm going to be doing the first bit of carpet lining in the Land Rover now. Now we love a bit of carpet lining because it is a great tool for finishing and tidying little bits up. So I will show you what I'm on about. So we have the bulkhead here, and it's got some sound deadening on here. And what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be fitting our electrics to this, because where the seats sit, you have a lot of room really. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to carpet line over here and over this bit. Then we're going to be fitting wood here, and then it gives this little bit a really nice finished camper cozy finish. Really, that is the best way to put it. So because this bit will be nice and carpeted and give it a homely vibe rather than this exposed metal. So that is what we're going to get on with first. Now the carpeting stuff is pretty cheap. The carpet, the material is pretty cheap. We have a bulk left over. Here, it's a little bit dusty, but I'm going to clean it off. We have a bulk left over from our last camper build, so I'm going to be using that. And I would always recommend using a new knife blade to make sure you get a nice cut. And yeah, let's go. Now I do like carpet lining because I quite like it. Like I say, it is a bit of a finishing job. Not necessarily that you do it afterwards to finish things off, but you do it before because it gives things a finished look. And also, it's really, really easy to do, and you don't need a lot to do it. All you need is your carpet, whatever choice you want to go for. You need some adhesive spray can, glue. You need a knife with some new blades. Scissors. I mean, I've not carpeted in a long while, so I can't remember exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, some scissors just in case, to kind of cut bulk sheets down. And then also some trim tools. So, well, you only really need like one trim tool. This, you can clearly see, has been my go-to trim tool. just something like this, so you can just press it down and get it in the edges. Right. You might also want some chalk if you're going to measure out as well, or yeah, chalk is the best thing. So I'm just getting my material measured out now, and then I'll show you it. I love it because it's quite an aesthetically pleasing job, and it starts to create camper vibes quite quickly. With how that's come out. I'll give you a little closer look at it. So as you can see, I've carpeted over this top lip and then this one, just leaving a bit of excess. When we put the wood in there, it gives it that nice finished edge. There we go. So this the bulkhead at the back, it's got a little bit of sound deadening on there to stop the vibrations and stuff. And this is actually going to be in a cupboard, so you're not going to see any of this. But I'm just going to carpet it just so it looks a little bit better if you do go in the cupboard and you do have access to the cupboard. And I feel like it's a bit of a shame just to leave it like this. So I'm going to wax some carpet liner on it now. This next bit of carpeting because I didn't know, truthfully, I didn't know if it was going to work, and I didn't know if we were going to keep it, so I thought I'll just try it, and then I can always take it off if it didn't work. But it looks really good, so I'll show you what I've done, and then I'm going to do the rest of it, so I'll show you as I do that. Let me just flip the camera around. So it's super sunny today, so it is casting a little bit of shadow, but this is what I've done. So I've carpeted around here, around the window, which looks really, really good. So it just finishes it off really nice. And there. Okie dokie. So I thought I would show you the bit of carpeting this time because I didn't show you last time. So this is the bit I'm carpeting, like here, this bit, because this is going to be kind of sat behind the seats and the cushion, so you're not really going to see it, but you want it finished in some way and you don't really want to waste space, you know, put in wood or anything like that. So I'm going to carpet it. So let's get to it. A massive different colour in the picture because it actually doesn't in real life, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But so as you can see, I've carpet lined over this stuff. So this is our insulation. So I've carpeted directly over the insulation just to finish it off. We're going to be building cupboards and seats and obviously the whole camper build on top of this. But it's just elements like, let's go in here. So around the bottom of the window, we're going to build the seats as low as we can, so we've got plenty of headroom when out with the roof as it is, and when we get the pop top, so we can sit in it down. So this, it will just be exposed. So under here there's sound deadening and insulation. So rather than having building a chunky wooden frame out or anything like that, to save it, this saves on weight as well. We've finished it off like this, and then you're just going to have your cushions kind of up to it and whatnot. So you're not really going to see it, but if you do, it gives it more of a homely, better look as well. So that is the end of this video. So I just want to say, if you're still here, thanks so much for watching. It was quite a long one, and it took actually a while to edit because it took a few weeks to kind of gather the content for this one with the insulating, sound deadening, the carpeting. And we're at a point in this camper build where everything's kind of happening at once. We're working on loads of different projects. So I kind of want to keep the videos as simple as possible as well, like categorizing them rather than just jumping on loads and loads of different stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching if you're still here. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Also just to note, we've now, on the bulkhead, I don't know if you saw it in one of the last clips, but we've painted the holes now, the bolt holes, so it's all a nice black colour, and that is ready for our electrical install now, which is brilliant. But yeah, so Saturday's video will be on the upgrade and the restoration, let's say, of our Defender dash. We're also going to be installing the Mud Stuff centre console, which will allow for our radio to sit in it, new buttons and things like that. So stick around, hoping it'll be a good one. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you on Saturday.